welcome to Monday the 11th. My name is Brad Nelson, and tonight we're going to be playing Bant Yorion. Specifically, we're starting with Paulo's list. Paulo did top 4 yesterday's Magic Fest Championship Finals qualifier. Did I get the branding right? Paulo did unfortunately lose in the top 4 to an auto tap issue, which is very sad. But in the grand scheme of things, I think it's all right. Anyway, let's go through a quick deck tech because this is going to be kind of a try hard Monday, even though, you know, that's better branding to do it on a Tuesday, but whatever. We are going to be playing Bant Yorion tonight, and I want to go over the evolution of the deck in the last couple weeks, but also where we are now and where we might have to go. Now, this is the start for Paulo's list for this last weekend, where we thought that Luca Fires was going to be one of the most played decks, which it was. Also, Team Reclamation was one of the higher performing decks. This is a great place to be. Now, the best performing deck from the weekend was, in fact, Mono Red Obash, because, as you can see, this deck is not set up for it. Now, if other people show up with Mono Red, and a lot of people start reacting to it with more Shatter the Skies main deck or Aether Gust in the board, which we might have to do, then things might change. Also, the Team Reclamation decks are starting to play Flame Sweeps in the main deck as opposed to just in the sideboard. Things are going to be moving, but this is our starting point, and one of the things you have to realize is we can't deviate too far with the mid-range deck when there's more decks like Team Reclamation and Jeskai Yorion that deserves our attention. It comes down to a metagame sample. Now, is Mono Red Obash going to continue to do well, or is it going to be more popular? Both of these are things that we have to ask ourselves going into this weekend of the Mythic Invitational Qualifiers and Red Bull Untapped. So while we're going to start with this list and explain why this is the way it's built, we might deviate later in the night and make some changes and really take a look under the hood of Bant and see where it's going. So let's start where this deck began. It began a couple weeks ago. It was playing more green cards, Cavaliers, more ramp, but as the format evolved, we realized that the counterspells are really good against these Agent of Treachery strategies, and so Paulo took a different spin, and Paulo went, I'm going to play more creatures, or I'm going to play more counterspells and less of this creature game plan. But after sideboard, when these Dovin's Vetoes are going to be very popular and the negates are going to be very popular in the format, I'm going to deviate and play Nightpack Ambusher in the sideboard. Now, you would think that that's kind of a strategy that you don't want to actually do because it's open decklist, but what it does is it puts an opponent on a pinch, and they have to bring the cards that interact with you. People weren't playing Disdainful Stroke this weekend. They were playing Dovin's Vetoes and Tails Ends and Mystical Disputes. So these Nightpack Ambushers did really well. Now, are we going to have to start playing some Disdainful Strokes? Maybe, but does that really hurt our chances in other matchups? Yes. And especially when you can't counter cards like Narset or Teferi. So it is tough, but the deck does do really good things, and it is very powerful. So we're going to stick with this list with the anticipation of having to deviate later. Now, let's take a couple questions before we get into the matches. So if anyone has any good questions, I will be answering them. And Bribblek asks, how do you make this better versus aggressive strategies? It would be going back to variations. So right here is what I would consider the starting lineup for the base of Yorion. Now, if you were wanting this to be better against aggressive decks, like we used to do when more red was in the format, we would add some gusts. I always get this name wrong. Oh, what is it? There we go. How do you spell it again? T-O-L-S. All right. We would throw some Tolsmere in the sideboard. It's a really good card. Even though Tolsmere is a little bit weaker against the red decks because of Obash, I guess maybe it's still fine. But we would add some Tolsmere to the sideboard. We won't be doing this Nightpack stuff. Another card that is good against aggressive strategies would be like the versions that play Green Cavalier. But if you're playing Green Cavalier, you want to play Agent. But this version is really bad against Yorion strategies because or especially Fire Luca strategies, because they're just going to get you. So you can't really do this plan anymore. That's just not possible. So if we were going to take a more serious approach to this, we would probably still want to play our disputes, our Narsets in the main deck. We'd probably want to get lower on Dovin's vetoes. And we would probably have to dedicate more sideboard spots to Tolsmere as opposed to Night Pack. Now, these cards do work well together in some matchups. Maybe that is interesting, right? Because if we put a Tolsmere down, we fight with the Wolf. If we keep the Tolsmere around, we can play Night Pack and get another fight off. And some more life. So there is something interesting there. But yeah, this is a Talzamir. Am I saying Tolsmere? Talzamir. But yeah, this is kind of an interesting card to look into. But yeah, we're looking for Gus cards. Now, the mono red Obosh single like 1-drop deck is actually kind of scary. But yeah, we're just gonna start here. Oh, I hope we're up against Cycling, because I have not played much against Cycling. I'm very inexperienced against Cycling. Like, I literally have played like 30 matches on the ladder in the last like week, and once or twice it was up against Cycling, usually when I'm streaming. So I will be happy about playing against it. But also maybe I'm supposed to mulligan because I have an ECD here. The Cycling Reclamation deck looks wild. I haven't tried it. There's too many brews going on for me to try all the brews. There just is. Oh shit, I thought this was a hollowed. Shit. Why Breeding Pool Turn 1? Well, it's in fact because I thought I had Hollowed Fountain. Holy shit! Credicom with 250 bits. Great stream, Brad. Rip Camera. Thank you so much for that wonderful donation. Truly appreciate it. Now, do we keep Teferis? I don't see why not. Maybe because we want to get deeper in our deck and make sure we hit all our land drops. I could argue that. This doesn't mean they're just dead though, right? Because they could still, we still have to develop to beat their stuff, I'm guessing. I mean, this is good that we're not getting beat down. I'm not arguing that. I'm enjoying the fact that we're not taking damage. Oh. Come to Papa. I'm pretty sure, do we even want the Earl this early? I kind of want to just hold up Counterplay Omen Flicker. We don't have a graveyard. I know we want this as part of our plan, but our hand is like not going to go to the graveyard. No, we want an Narset. We were digging. We are not playing with Agent because we are playing the Flash variant that Paulo top forward with and would have made the finals had he not punted. Probably won the whole thing. I don't know if I'm supposed to counter things like this, but we have more counters in our deck and we're drawing to more stuff. Well, that sucks. Didn't know if I wanted them. I definitely think the cycling deck is a real deck. I just haven't played with it much because it's like the literal opposite of how I want to play Magic the Gathering cards. Like, actual opposite.
Honor to meet you. I follow the tracks of the wise.
No attack. We're gonna play a little bit conservative. Do they want to get aggressive and do another cycle here? Yeah, they do, but they won't get... They'll just hit me, but they won't get us. I wonder what they're digging for. So they're flooding a little bit. Yep, that makes sense to me. Because I can always play the Lurrus. They've already cycled this turn, so they can't do much with that. Still keeps our Tamio alive.
I guess you do not want to talk.
What do we even want off of this?
I think you will find my notes helpful.
Seven puts went 9. 2 plus hold. They can... Are we dead if we make a blocker? I don't think so. So we can make a 3/3 and block this, and we take 8 plus how many cycles he gets off. Oh, and 8, 9, 10. Are we supposed to go for it here? I don't think we care about the graveyard because we have a counterspell. So if they cycle, we go to 15 and we then the attack would be for 10. So it's if they can cycle 5 more times during their turn. I think we have to. They chain a bunch of cyclers, though. We are in trouble. You have to counter this for the life, actually. So if it's land thing, we lose. Oh, yeah, if they cast that thing, that's what we counter. Yeah. Easy resolve. You're right. You're right. Because if they cast Crater Up, then they can't cast the Fireball. And that creature's dead, so yeah, they can't win. I'm gonna block because if I go to 3, then they can cycle just in case. Like we assume that it's flare, right? But if it is a cycle, we can still just easily play around it. Now, for sideboarding, what do? We bring in these. We take out Dispute. Is there any reason to have Knight of Autumn just as a blocker? Is that just... we don't want a ton of vetoes, right? Just for red white. We don't want all 4, right? But we already have neutralize. Or are we thinking this is just bad? I think Tamio is pretty good, actually, just getting something back. Alright, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try this. I definitely don't think the Brazens are good enough. Actually, I'm going to do that. Not happy about this. No temples either. I'm not going to 5 though. We're just going to hope to draw what we need. I should have let on Fountain after seeing I drew the forest in case we drew. Yeah, that's fine. We aren't going to mess with that fox. Oh, wow, they didn't even cycle to deal more damage? Fine with me. What does the rest of their hand look like? So you have 4 cyclers, so they can kill something if they need to. Alright. At least they're slow on their roll. I mean, this sucks, but if we find a Wrath, then we're in business. Oh shit. I did not expect that. Ruh-roh. Yeah, we're just dead. We're dead with a veto stuck in hand. What's your idea to help for game 3, Scooter? All right. You're right. All right. Day 9, before we finish sideboarding, who do you think's going to win this game?
I'm going to pick Brad.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Yeah, there it
That
is.
is
Shockaroo.
the encouragement
Yeah,
that I
Shockaroo.
needed
Hey, guys.
to get through this. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sean. I don't think I like this card in this matchup. I think just bouncing something and then just attacking them with it. Day 9. National treasure, that ma'am. All right, we are on the play with a much better hand. Feel much more confident with this one. We don't have acceleration, but we do have Omen into Wrath. Nice.
Those who cannot perceive beyond
All right.
You could use some training.
Nice. Oh no, they can just fight as one. That card is stupid. I hate it. No! No, I hate it. I hate it and I want it to die. I hate it.
Keep an open mind.
Shit. That card is disgusting. The fuck? What? Say what now? We're gonna lose to Shadow Spear? Owen's just messing around with us now, just toying with us. Oh. Did my camera actually stop working? Or did I get blurry again? Is it flickering? God damn it. Oh, this thing is killing me. They're attacking with everything. Oh, I don't feel good anymore about this game. Okay. I accept all charges. This could have been a knight and it could have killed a shadow spear. That's how this game could have rolled. But no. It's got to be a brazen borrower. It's a lot of lands. That is a lot of lands, 11-itty. 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 All right, I got it. 11-itty. That is decent. Oh yeah, but we can't get to it yet. Shit. I was like, oh, we get a Teferi now, and we can play Teferi, and then we can bounce and then shatter. Reassessing. I think we are going to do something similar to that, though. Wrath. It's only going up to 4 now, so we're fine.
Sorry I'm late.
We got time.
That's more like
We got
it.
time. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many cards in the graveyard. It's not lethal yet. What's going to happen is they're going to lure us. Then they're going to put something back into play. What we're going to do is we're going to Tommy it. We're going to get our Wrath back. It's at 4 in the graveyard. This is... Once we Wrath, it'll be at 5. We're good. We're good, chat. We got this. We're feeling groovy.
Ruling you will be excellent research. The past is never forgotten.
They don't even get a card because they didn't even draw, right? Now they're at 6. It's getting a little more dicey. We're going to tick this up again. Because we might want to bounce something.
I've got it.
Bounce the spear. That's it. That's the spear. Alright. So. We have a casket for this. I think... Casket this up. See if they have a cycle. They don't have a cycle. They might have a flare. Let's count. Let's do a count. 1, 2, 3. It's 6. It's 1, 2, 3, 6. 6 is the number. I'm not going to play Typhoon. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. I want to play Magic the way that I like to play Magic, by not tapping 2 blue when you have 3 Temple Gardens. Auto Tapper does not understand what's going on right now. Shit, 2 cards we don't want. I was hoping it was 2 cards we did want. Ooh. Burrow, how is it going? If we did take Upright Away... Oh, that's the card we were going to look for! That's the card we were going to search for anyway, and I think we're still going to go for another copy of it.
Let me aid your research.
Gimme! Ah. Seven. 8. Today's number is 8. Yeah, I don't think I care. I understand we could counter it and then get back to neutralize, or we could hope to draw something else, but I don't think we care.
I shall miss your company.
All right, we're up to 17. Oh, baby. Oh, we don't deserve this much love. Oh no, we did the triple blue tapper. So we can't actually play it. We can't nar set it up.
I've got time.
Boom goes the head. Boom goes the head. Now we are 3-0 starting tonight. We are coming back. I'm loving this deck. I love this deck so much. I don't like the direction of going with this deck. Something just tells me that you're gonna play it. You're gonna struggle for your wins. You're gonna get some wins. It's very powerful, and you need to play it well. But then you're also just you're gonna hit too many. I think you're just gonna hit too many booby traps right now. I don't think the deck is powerful enough to push through all the booby traps, all the tough matches against Teamer Reclamation, or even the mirrors. But then also the Teamer Adventures, what are some of the other matchups, like the mono red decks? I just think you're just gonna hit too many landmines, because the deck does have some matchups that are just whammies, right? You just get whammied by a couple of these decks. You can win them, but they're difficult. So right now, while this is one of the best decks, we're at one of the points of the metagame where it's completely focused to beat these kinds of decks. No, we're talking about Bant Yorion. That's what we're talking about. Now, I don't know a ton about Jeskai Luca, but I do think that is potentially... No, I love this deck too. Do you think Jeskai Fires Kruger is officially dead? No, I haven't tested it, but I think that it might be able to come back. Now, I don't know when the timing is. So it takes 2 things to happen, in my mind, for Kruger to be good. 1, it actually is good, right? Kruger Fires is actually a good deck, and I don't know if that's true. 2, the metagame to evolve. We're seeing that metagame evolve. So if the later is correct, then Jeskai Fires Kruger might come back if the Jeskai Luca decks are losing a little bit of ground, and same with the Bant Yorion decks. But those 2 decks are at the top right now. They are being attacked and exploited, and so I don't know what they do to react to that. Either if pilots leave those decks, then I could see Kruger Fires getting more strong to fight all of the other strategies. It is a deck that I want to explore, but I'm going to explore offline with that one just to get my list right. So it's easier for me to play Magic without streaming. I get a little bit more done, right? Because I'm not just chatting and distracted. I'm looking at the cards and thinking about things in a different way. So I'll play a couple hours with that tomorrow, get a feel for it. And then if that's good, I'll probably stream with that. If not, I'm going to play Teamer Adventures. Better now. Oh, it's too hot in here for a jacket.